Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Disney Magic Podcast. I am your host, Zach. Welcome. We've got the usual. We've got Shaz. We've got Steve. We've got two special guests. We're moving on up in the world. We've got Sam from Middle Age Magic, which is the other half of Shaz from Middle Age Magic. And we've got Jason from Main Gate Magic as well. JB, welcome. Sam, welcome. How are you all doing tonight?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Doing well,
good,
Zach.
good.
Thanks for having me back on, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, back on? Oh, this is
Back
the same
on.
show, right?
Yeah.
Back on. Yeah. You guys have so many, so I don't know. I just kind of get confused, I guess.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We're all just mingled together. We're all just like conglommed into one person at this point.
Ew.
We're Voltron.
You've conglomed?
I think of it as Voltron, not
Voltron. Yeah. We're like,
Ooh. 5 mini robots combining into one giant robot.
yeah, we're like a
There
Power
you
Rangers
go.
Megazord. There you go. That's what we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But which bit am I? Because you're all tall and I'm little.
Oh, you're the foot.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
You're the Black Ranger, like Rhino
You're
foot.
the pinky toe that nobody wanted.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Of course I am.
You're the foot.
Yeah.
Start and you need to go on.
Wait,
There you go.
I can save this. You're the foot because we all stand with you. There you go. You hold us up. You raise us up like Will Young. There you go.
You know what this is, right? This is backpedaling.
Yeah.
This is
Would you
me
like a shovel, Zach, so you can dig
I
yourself a
know,
bigger hole?
right?
trying to dig out of the hole. It's not working.
Speaking of feet, he's trying to dig his out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of holes, what a great movie. Shazzy's favorite.
Oh my god.
Oh, please don't
For-
start her off.
For a millionth of a second, you said, speaking of holes, and
Yeah. Boom.
what? My mind
All
went
these
a
holes
thousand
came into
places
mind.
besides the Disney movie.
Yeah. Get your mind
I'm
out
so
the
glad I
gutter,
brought
man.
my fan in here.
Oh, it's gonna be an interesting evening. Hopefully,
You're gonna make wine.
Absolutely, we're gonna make. Oh my gosh! Oh man! Anyway, welcome everyone. Welcome to another very unprofessional, whatever.
Scripted.
Unscripted, absolutely. Just welcome. Hope you're all doing good. What episode is this? It's episode 46, I think. 44 or
Oh, look at
45 or
you.
46. I know,
Yeah.
we're going strong, we're going to good. But yeah, this one is going to be a little bit of information, kind of like information central. As y'all
For you,
know,
mostly.
for me mostly, yeah. And for anyone who is planning a trip to Disneyland and DCA, whenever in the future, we've got everyone here besides me has been to Disneyland, the original park over in Anaheim. And so I deem myself as a Walt Disney World aficionado, kind of like I know Walt Disney World like the back of my hands. All four parks there, I know them all like the back of my hand. Disneyland, not so much. I have been studying the maps that Steve and Shazz brought home for me, so I've been studying them, looking at them. But I just want some more information to get out there and just like get some insider information for not only me but for others who are watching to like be able to plan a visit to Disneyland, because it's very different going to California Disneyland than it is going to say like Walt Disney World or the parks that are worldwide. So a little bit of insight, a little bit of information for y'all. I've got some questions here, but obviously you know how it is. We get off topic, we'll talk about random crap as usual. But
I don't know what you're talking about.
Great place
Getting
to
off
play
topic.
golf at night.
yeah, that's it. No, that's not Disney, but I do need to know that information.
In Florida, they have golf. I was going to say golf parks.
Golf parks. They have golf parks. Yeah.
Yeah, you go to golf.
Where do you go to
the
play golf?
park.
You go to the golf park.
Go to the
and you
golf
use your
park. Jolly
you
good.
use your golf bat and you get your golf balls.
Yeah.
Jolly
Watch
good.
out for the alligators.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, initial takeaway, everything's in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, everything's in the correct place.
No.
Everything on that
Please.
side is in the wrong place.
Before we went, obviously, I picked Steve and Jason's brain all the time. The other Jason,
Yeah.
not you, JB. The other Jason picked their brains all the time about Disney stuff. Sam wanted to go in, you know, like
Blind,
so to speak.
Yeah.
I concentrated on my speciality of food.
Yeah.
So I knew where I wanted to eat. I knew what I wanted to try.
You just didn't know how to get there.
She had no idea. Oh my God. The first day we stepped in Disneyland, right? All I got from her was, what's that doing there? Why is that there? Oh, that's in the wrong place. That shouldn't be there. That should be over there. What's that doing there? And I was like, oh, for God's sake.
And the funny thing is, that's where it's supposed to be because that's the very first park.
See?
That's the OG. That's where it started.
Exactly.
Like, you know, things are on the wrong side of what you're used to.
Yeah.
Because although Paris is based on California, the layout is very similar to Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
So it's like
a mashup of the pair of them, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's like you walk through the castle and you're like, well, that's on the right side, but that's on the wrong side. And what on earth is Galaxy's Edge doing over there? You know,
it's where it would fit. That's why.
Yeah.
It's really weird because it's probably the first time we've ever been to a Disney park where Sam didn't know where she was going and she had to ask me for directions.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
It must have been awful.
I know. I'm surprised you made it around the park.
Especially when Sam just went,
I'm surprised you made it out of the park.
We did all right. We didn't get lost.
No.
And then the rest of the time, we had Steve with us. Or Jason.
Yeah.
We didn't get lost.
Well, I already know Sammy had to find the exit of the park because there was something she had to do outside of the park that you can't do inside of the park.
Yeah.
That you're not allowed to do anymore because we've got rid of them all, haven't they? Like even on the outside
At
of it now.
Disneyland? Yeah.
Disneyland, as long as you're outside, basically there's a crossing that everyone comes across. And it's just
Harbor
like
Boulevard
in front of the blue Disneyland sign. And as long as you are through that Disneyland sign, you're okay.
Yeah, on the outside. Yeah.
Is Paris the same? I don't know what the smoking rules
are.
Paris
and Tokyo.
20 smoking areas within both parks.
Yeah, and Tokyo as well.
The entire park is a smoking area. So.
Yeah.
The thing is, smoking areas in Paris are hidden. They are tucked away behind places.
So Disneyland's used to be like that. They were tucked away in the corner, the smoking areas and stuff. But like the one in Bit by Big Thunder Mountain, that was a smoking area over there. But that smoke, it would just drift, everywhere because that's the main walkway.
Yeah.
So it got really.
No, they are tucked behind bushes and behind but the Europeans have a very liberal attitude to smoking, and some of our European compatriots ignore the smoking areas totally
and just smoke,
and they'll just smoke wherever they want to.
Even in queues, outdoor queues, they'll smoke.
Outdoor queues, they'll smoke. Waiting for the fireworks, But my thing is okay, it's my choice to smoke, but I obey the rules with smoking. I don't have a problem with that. Same as with Walt Disney World, where you're walking half a mile down the road. I don't know. It's my choice to do it, and as we've seen, you either use the smoking areas or you lose them. So
true.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Just use them. Like I don't understand why you wouldn't. You've been given them for a reason, so it doesn't affect the rest of the guests who don't partake. You know what I mean? Like you say, if you don't use them, you're gonna lose them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've got some questions I just want to ask y'all, and I think it'll be quite informative and all that kind of stuff. I think the first one for me. See, because I'm not sure. Like, I know kind of what days to visit, and I've got those planned out. Like to go middle of the week. I'm flying out. I'm landing on a Monday, flying out on Monday, landing on Monday. So I'm gonna wait till like middle of the week to start going to the parks. But first question I want to know is, what is the best time to visit? What would you consider
year?
like?
I mean,
No,
during
like
the year, season.
no
Time of day.
Yeah,
Oh,
kind of
time of
like
day.
morning, afternoon, evening to like close the park down or open up the park, rope drop. What would you guys recommend?
We're old, Zach. We don't do rope dropping anymore.
See, I rope dropped every park at at Disney World when I was there because I was awake. So that was literally the only reason.
You can rope drop with Chris with LNG Vids. He rope drops.
He rope drops. Yeah.
It does have a little bit of an advantage when you rope drop because you can actually pick,
And
a
do
variety.
you get? I assume you don't get like magic hours or whatever, like the extra half an hour if you're staying on property and stuff like that.
Yeah, I believe that's if you're staying at the Disneyland Hotel or Vacation Club.
Any one of the partnering, not the partnering, but the actual Disney resorts themselves. Grand Californian Disneyland Hotel, the
Pixar place.
Pixar. I forget what it's called now, but I think there's one other one around there too. But
where are you staying, Zach?
I'm staying at the Clarion.
He's staying at the hotel.
Yeah,
you will
staying at
not
one
get a magic hour. No, I don't.
No,
you won't.
But no. But
you'll get.
It'll take you a magic hour to get there, but
no, it won't. No, it won't. Take me about 10 minutes to watch Shoelace.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it's about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
A lot of the hotels are so close around there, and the transportation system in Anaheim is great. There's a lot of different options, and some of them you can even quite literally walk across the street and just be right in the park.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
That's good.
You don't want to walk, Zach. You can just hop across the street and get on the
Toy Story bus. Yeah, the Toy Story
Yeah.
shuttle bus. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you actually go through security with that as well.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Well, it depends. It's different times of days.
All right.
depends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So in the mornings, you do. Yeah.
I think the Clarion, that's the one that's right across the street from where Lisa and I always stay, the Peacock Suites, right on Anaheim Boulevard next to Highway 5. I think that's the one anyway. So they got a...
Clarion. The Clarion is right across from Toy Story parking lot on Harbor. So maybe
I'm thinking of a different one then.
The Clarion is the one that's on the the convention center.
Wow.
Convention center. Yeah, I'm seeing it now. Yep, looking at the map.
It was great. We're staying there again in September.
It's a great little hotel. I mean, there's nothing fancy about the hotel at all, but
no,
the rooms were clean. They were
it's convenient. It's a convenient space. Yeah.
You're doing everything in the park anyway, so you just need a place to like lay down.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's almost like Vegas, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I just need a place to lay my head down and crash every now and then. Otherwise, I'm out the door at the park.
Exactly. Which is one of the reasons. Go on.
I just want to say you do want to sleep in a nice clean bed though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
And the beds were comfy.
Yeah.
Sam was out like a light every night.
Nice. Good. That's good. No, but I'm looking forward to it. I am.
Time wise, you're asking another great time to go to actually to hit the rides is at night. So during parades, during fireworks, especially like Fantasmic. If once you see Fantasmic, it's a great show and stuff. That's if you see it again, or if it's happening again when you happen to be there, that's the best time to go on all the rides. Especially like Pirates, Haunted Mansion, any of those. It's wide open.
And to answer your pardon me.
I was going to say because I've got 2 days planned for Disneyland, so I'm going to try and do as much as possible to
2 days.
Yeah.
I was going to ask that because the time that you actually get yourself to the park is dependent a lot on how many days you have. To me, how many days you have to spend there. If it's just 2 days, I'd recommend getting there early.
Yes,
that's me. Now, if you have like a 3 or anywhere between like up to 5 days there, and you had more time to spend and just kind of relax and have more of a chill, I can do things whenever I want to vibe. you don't have to be there first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
But 2 days, there is. I mean, to me, there's like so much to do at Disneyland.
Oh, absolutely.
And California Adventure and Downtown Disney.
Yeah.
That you're gonna want to probably spend as much time there as possible. That your body and soul will allow you.
Absolutely. I've got 2 days planned for Disneyland Park. It's proper, and then 1 day DCA that I'm trying to.
Okay.
So
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's not really a whole lot I really want to do in DCA. The main things I really want to hit.
I love DCA.
The main
I love DCA.
The main things I really want to hit is Cars Land. That's like the big ticket item for me, especially at night time.
Go down the single rider as well for.
Yeah. Now that I'm like a Marvel kind of like fan as well, Marvel Avengers Campus is probably just to see it. I think.
Yeah, it's really small.
Cool. Yeah.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah, blink and I miss it. Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
But really, there isn't. For me personally, there isn't really a whole lot in there that else I want to do in DCA. Pixar Pier maybe, but I'm not a big fan of like carnival rides. It's not my.
It looks amazing at night, Zach.
Yeah, I bet it looks. Yeah, absolutely. It looks amazing, especially with like when the colours going on. But that's San Francisco's another kind of
Pixar
space.
Pier, definitely get some food. Sit at San Francisco seating area because that is just all seating area for food.
Yeah.
And if you sit in the right place, you can just look across and see like the boardwalk lit up and the wheel lit up, and it's beautiful at night. That was my place to sit and people watch.
And that's nice. What I think about DCA is it's a nighttime park because it's all lit up. It's very hot during the day.
Yeah, because there's not a whole lot of shade.
There's no shade.
No.
But one thing you do have to do besides Cars Land is at night you have to do World of Color. So
that's you want to do World of Color. Yeah, absolutely. That's
100%. Got to do World of Color.
Yeah,
World of Color. And make sure that you ride the Incredicoaster when it's at least dusk, if not at complete, not like darkness, basically. Because the lighting effects inside of the tunnels don't do it justice during the daytime. It kind of washes everything out. Yeah. So it's a lot more adventurous and like surprising, I think, when it's at night.
So I can't do the Incredicoaster.
Oh, that's right. It has a loop.
Goes upside down.
Oh, you're the one.
I'm the one.
I think I remember somebody saying that.
He doesn't do it either. There's three of us.
Okay. Oh, three. Wow.
Well, I would do it if I still can do roller coasters. I can't do roller coasters anymore. So.
But the Incredicoaster is so cool because there's actually a mechanism that before the loop happens, it slows down the coaster based on its weight, and it makes the experience through the loop as like, I don't know,
thrilling.
I would say pleasant as possible, but it measures the weight of the coaster, so it's not hitting it like at super fast speeds.
Right.
And it doesn't. The only thing that really actually ever made me sort of nauseous, and this is kind of going back because Pixar Pier was previously Paradise Pier.
Paradise Pier,
and all of the places that they used to have now for like all the carnival games and stuff used to be places. There used to be places you can get stuff to eat there as well.
Yes,
but it was underneath the Incredicoaster, and it was fried food.
Oh,
so
no.
there was a part where you kind of go over the bunny hops, where it's the Jack sing now, and those kind of like lift your stomach up and then they drop it down, lift it up and drop it down, and then you're getting that fried food smell at the same time.
Oh my!
And at the very end of the ride, I'd always be like, okay, I need to sit down for a little bit. But ever since they took that out, it's been great.
Yeah, I never got to do Incredicoaster, so that's on the list for September. Because the night I went to ride it, it was like the single rider queue was at 45 minutes, and then it stopped, and then it was back again, and it was like on and off. They obviously having some form of technical difficulty with it.
I feel like that's rare. That a 45-minute wait for a single rider is rare. Now, if you get to the single rider line and you see it lined up all the way around the curve, around where the boardwalk outside entrance is, like if it goes all the way back to the adorable snowman treat place, don't do it. Just wait or buy a, what do you call them? The lightning lane passes and just do that instead.
Yeah, that's something else, Zach, that's totally different to Walt Disney World. All the queues are outside.
Yeah.
So it's like you get, because I was like, oh my God, this queue is horrendous.
Yeah.
But you don't realize that you literally, at the end of the queue, you're at the ride.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's hardly any queuing inside the buildings.
Oh, wow.
It's like all outside. So,
Oh, okay.
There's a couple of rides that are
Toy Story
exception to the
mixed.
Toy Story is kind of mixed. It's sort of indoor and outdoor.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy is outdoor, but then you go indoors, and there's a part of it indoors.
The indie rides indoors a lot, innit?
But they really good
outside
that because they like hold the queue outside.
Yeah.
Until there's enough people to fill the pre-show.
Right.
And then once that pre-show empties, they let another load in to fill the pre-show. So it's
cool. Okay.
Yeah,
before
it wasn't like that.
Don't miss that.
Yeah. But therein lies the difference between California Adventure and Disneyland. We were saying, I agree with you guys that California Adventure has a lot of outdoor stuff with little shade. But at Disneyland, because there's been so much growth of the trees around the area, especially Indiana Jones, there is tons of foliage to keep you shaded during your outdoor wait time.
The worst was Haunted Mansion.
For Radiator Springs Racers is savage.
Do single rider for that one for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you don't even go under the canopy and single rider.
Oh wow, crazy.
But I'm glad they fixed the Haunted Mansion, because that was one of the worst queues to be outside in the heat in July, because there was no shade, nothing. People were getting sick in line. And then a few weeks after I came back, and they stuck umbrellas in the queue. So but now they redid the whole queue. So
the new queue is beautiful. It's so
it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Although we still can't figure out what the safe is for.
Yeah, I know.
And on that Thursday, when we were all together, we were in that queue for 40 minutes, but it didn't seem like 40
it didn't
minutes.
feel like, because we were all together talking
and messing around and stuff.
Time goes by quick when you got a group like that.
Yeah. And Eric was showing us his
story.
The
first day we did it on the Saturday, and the queue was even longer because it had gone out in. They had the conservatory bit open, didn't they?
Right open. So we got to look at everything, didn't we?
Yeah. But it didn't feel. I mean, and that was like 55 minutes.
Yeah.
So
and it didn't feel like that at all.
You guys are lucky you haven't experienced the queue when what it used to be, where you were out in the gardens area and it was just ropes going back and forth.
Yeah, a bit like the Pirates of the Caribbean queue.
Yeah.
The bridge,
yeah. And Pirates and Haunted Mansion at one point, the queues were touching.
Oh wow!
So, it happens.
Wow!
Yeah.
It wow! That's
I mean, when obviously I first saw that Pirates queue, I was like, oh dear. Whoa.
It was like, are we going to get in it? And I'm like, it's Pirates. We've got to get in the queue.
Yeah.
It like JB said, it goes quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Walt Disney World, the whole queue is in like the fort and
right.
So you don't really see a queue. You just like go, oh, okay. They're telling me it's empty.
The odd thing, though, even though that is a thing for the one at Walt Disney World, I still prefer the one in California, even though it's outside.
Yeah,
I don't mind it being outside because I mean it's shaded and everything, but I just like the interior of that queue.
So
I've never appreciated like the scenery. It's so drab, and I mean I know it's supposed to be like a prison or something like that, but
it's really dark. So you can't really see all the details.
Yeah, it's really dark. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I remember the queue from Pirates and Disneyland before it looked like what it is now with the bridge and everything, because the entrance from Pirates, it was almost. So it went across down and then it sloped downwards to the river. So it was all one level. It wasn't below and had a bridge and all that stuff. I just remember that one time coming over and like, hey, what? There's a bridge here now. And now the queue is below and you go back up. Yeah.
They had to build the bypass.
Yeah.
Bypasses have to be built.
Because, man, that queue...
the queues look scary, but they're not that bad.
No.
Yeah.
So Zach,
one thing you'll notice is that the indoor queues are themed way better than the Disney World indoor queues because there's not that many of them.
Yeah. So they've got to make the most of it. Yeah.
Like Mickey and Minnie's.
Runaway.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice.
So in the Pirates queue, Zach, there's a thing that the locals, what we used to do is if you're going all the way to the back of the building, and you come back around, you'll see a door, and then some windows there, right? Well, on the opposite side of that door is the queue being inside before you get on the boats.
Oh, cool.
So the thing we used to do is when you come up there, you do the like that, and then the other side knocks back.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun.
That used to be where they ran the line at one point. Remember,
exactly.
It used to go all the way back
into the back.
It was like in between the tree and the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, like where the building was. So.
Yeah, and there's cool. There's the lift right there, the elevator that goes to Royal, whatever it's called now.
And Steve doesn't high five people in queues. We learned.
Oh yes, he does not high five people in queues.
I forgot about that. Wait, was JB with us? Was JB with us?
I don't think so.
No, it was just us. Who else was with us? Was Chris and Alex with us?
Yeah, and Eric, I think. Yeah. So there was a group of, I don't know, kids or whatever, and
college students. They were
and they were like screaming and yelling, and then high fiving people in the line and stuff, and it's like people getting annoyed.
Really loud.
They were chanting.
So they were coming this way, and we were going inside the building, and they were coming this way. Right. So they're all so I went. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that girl's face,
man.
They didn't high five anyone anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm kind of a germaphobe when it comes to Disneyland in general because I don't even touch things
so much
with
stuff
by the
on.
palms of my hand. When I'm touching rails, I'm usually like gorilla fisting it, just so that way my knuckles and the backs of my fingers are touching. But I didn't used to be that way. It was when I got married, and I married a germaphobe, and she kind of told me like the reason why, and I'm like, oh God, you're right.
Yeah.
Disneyland's dirty.
The only good thing about COVID is that there's hand sanitizer everywhere now, so I always carry a bottle of hand sanitizer with me. I'm like, no, I've touched some filth. Thank you.
I mean, but even before COVID, I mean, there's so many little kids that are like, all day, this, and worse, obviously, people got to change kids' diapers everywhere, and people got to hold on to handrails and things. So for God's sakes, people, when you get off the ride, just do a little happy washy thing, from the cruises, and just make sure that you are clean and sanitized, because it is.
Absolutely.
That's. I don't think they're going to be high fiving anybody anymore.
No, probably not. They might think twice now that you.
Really wish we got that on video though.
Oh yeah, that would have been hilarious.
And Sammy's face was like.
Because I think I was with Jason, and we'd gone in the building while you two were still outside, and all I could hear was you laughing. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. High five.
Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like past them. At another point, they come back towards us again, and you're like,
I am all for having a great time at the parks and engaging with people in line and having fun and stuff like but that kind of stuff just gets over the top for me.
It was fun in the beginning, but then it became really obnoxious.
Oh, it was so loud.
After about 15 minutes of them chanting and being obnoxious.
See, I remember my first trip to Disney World, and we were staying at the All Stars Music before we got transferred. We had we transferred to a different hotel after this. We was literally there for like 2 nights, and there was loads of like Brazilian school tourists.
Oh, that's Sam's favorite is a Brazilian tour group.
Oh, and it was like literally, Brandon had so much trouble sleeping because it was so warm, and he was like 13 months old at the time, and we just got him off to sleep. It was like we got him off. It was like 2:00 in the morning. He'd just gone to sleep at like 1:55, so he was asleep for 5 minutes. And all of these tourists just start shouting and screaming on the way to their hotel, waking little Brandon up. And I was like, oh, fuck's sake. Like, what are we doing?
Murder somebody.
I walked out. I was like, thank you very much. And I'm just, It was awful, but yeah, they were just screaming and just.
There's a time and a place for
absolutely
like
not
that.
at 2 o'clock in the
sure.
morning. Yeah. Not at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, shut up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, be courteous. No.
So Zach, when are you going?
I am going July 28th until the 7th of August.
Till the 7th of... Oh, shut up. We're going to be at Disneyland at the beginning of August.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, cool.
Woo!
Oh, you'll be able to meet up with Zach.
Yeah.
I think it's only for about 3 days, but yeah, we might be able to meet up.
Sweet. That's cool.
Let's see.
Oh, you'll have a tour guide.
That's the day he's at Universal.
Hey.
Oh yes, I forgot. I'm not going to be at Disneyland that day. Sorry, mate. Missed you. No, I'll look that up and we'll figure out something. We gotta.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Definitely. I can scoot my days around. Just yeah, for sure.
It was funny when JB called on my phone and. I was like, who the heck is this? I don't recognize his number. And it was from like the Bay Area or whatever. And because Jason and I were busy transferring stuff from truck to truck.
Yeah.
And then Jason's like, hey, I just got a call from Jason. He wants to meet up at Bengal Bar. And I'm like, oh, that's who that
is. You just wanted to get a picture of my feet.
Yeah.
I've got a picture of your
Sicko.
I have been sorting out like videos and that today. And day 3, all I've got is like there's videos of the rides, pictures from like Ogre's Cantina and Savvy's, and then just feet pictures. Plenty of them.
Yeah.
Well, you explain about the feet pictures.
You'd be happy to know Kenny sent us a foot picture.
Yeah,
going, where are we? Where am I? That's what it became into is where am I?
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Because Kenny was making so much fun about the fact that Steve got 700 pictures when Sam and I were in Disney World in November.
Disney World.
He was like, "Oh, you're going to send me loads of pictures," and I'm like, "Too right, we're going to send you loads of pictures."
Yeah. So we send him pictures of trash cans and feet and
trees. he just got random pictures, but he got the same picture because Steve took it, and then I took it at a slightly different angle and sent it to him.
Yeah, and sent it to him.
Yeah.
Picture of a straw.
Zach, I just looked. We're gonna be there on the 4th, 5th, and 6th at the parks. So.
Oh, cool! Nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So now you
I was hoping that you were gonna say something like that. Now I'll be like, oh, hey, somebody else I can meet now. You just going solo though? This is just you?
Yeah, solo. Yeah.
He goes up funny.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Hey.
I was crying. You
thought you were gonna get away? Stupid! You're stupid.
Hey man, the more the merrier. Absolutely, I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
We'll spend some time together, and I'll show you the ropes. I'll show you.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hanging out with JB was a lot of fun. We had so much fun with all of us together.
I hate that place. It's boring. Yeah. You know,
fucking shit, mate.
JB, you've got to take him on the Alice ride.
Yes,
for sure.
You have to take him on the Alice in Wonderland ride. He hates Alice in Wonderland.
You hate Alice in Wonderland?
He does with a passion. Like I hate Frozen, so he hates Alice in Wonderland probably more than I hate Frozen.
His is a
I'm
traumatic.
Yeah. That's twice.
That is twice. I mean, don't let there be a third.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why do you hate that? Why do you hate Alice in Wonderland?
It's a traumatic experience.
It's a traumatic experience. So I'll
your parents were like putting your face to the TV. Watch it, goddammit, watch it.
If only. If only. So the movie scared the crap out of me when I was younger. And then we have a ride over here at a amusement park called Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which is like near to my home. It's like my closest.
I know it well. I've never been there, but I've seen many videos. Yeah.
So the Alice in Wonderland ride in Blackpool Pleasure Beach is not the best kept, and it's awful. It's it's falling apart.
I see where this is going.
It is terrifying. First time I went on that ride, I was like 3 years old, and I screamed all the way through. That set me off for life. Okay. And then I went on it again when I was like, I think I was 16. I just came back from Walt Disney World, and I went on the Alice in Wonderland ride. And I was like, oh, cool, it's an Alice ride. Okay, whatever, fair. I'll go on it. My little brother was on it. We was going to take him on it, and all three of us went on. And then he fell asleep, and I was like, so I passed him over to my mum, putting back in his push chair, and he fell asleep. Me and my other brother were in the line. Was like, we're next. We might as well go on it. Got on the ride, fine. Fucking terrifying. And then I came off the ride. As I was coming off, the ride vehicles are made of wood, like they're wooden with like wooden steps. This kind of like chipped a bit off, and as I came off the ride, it like jolted forward, and I tripped and fell into like the exit queue barrier.
Oh,
absolutely smashed my shoulder up. And the first aider, who was a security guard, not first aid trained, gave me an ice pack and said, you'll be fine in a couple of hours. About a week and a half went past, and I couldn't lift my arm up. I was like, Mum, I really need to go to the doctors. I don't go to the doctors, but I was like, Mum, my shoulder really hurts. I need to go to the doctors. The doctors was like, you need to go to the hospital right now. Got to the hospital. I got put under sedation and got my shoulder pushed back in. When I woke up, like, 2 hours later or whatever, the doctor said, you're a very lucky man. It was fractured and broken in 2 places. And he said the fracture was this close to your main artery in your arm. If you would have waited a day longer, we would have had to amputate your arm because it would have pierced the main artery in your arm. So
yeah.
I retract what I said earlier. Yeah. You have a valid reason to be
very
traumatic
experience.
So, but was it your right arm or your?
It was my right. It was my right arm. Yeah. So I'm predominantly left-handed. I'm left-handed.
Well, you are now, anyway.
I am. I am now. Yeah. I don't. My right hand is not used for a whole lot.
Stop it.
Don't think my mind didn't.
That's
go
another
there,
insult that we'll tell you about later.
Look at Sam.
Sam's broken.
Sam's broken.
We are such children. I love it.
It's his own fault. Zach said something. We were saying something about right hand, and he was like, "Yeah, I only use my right hand for special things," and that was it.
Yeah, like
is that what you call it?
Thing.
And they took that out of the only thing I use my right hand for is to lift up a kettle because I can't do it with my left hand, and to lock the door as I'm locking the door on the inside.
You lock the door when you do that.
Yeah. So
he locks the door and in the pouch. Bow, bow.
Oh God.
Things like, oh my God, why do I know these people?
Oh wow.
No.
You know, I picture our conversations going in many directions because we are who we are, but I applaud us for going in that direction for this particular. We went from Alice in Wonderland to a traumatic experience to masturbation, all within the scope of maybe 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I challenge any other podcast to do that.
Welcome,
Disney
JB.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Digimagic podcast. You're welcome.
I will not be sharing this recording with my family. My dad will be very disappointed. Sorry, Dad. Wow.
So you have to take him on Alice in Wonderland now, so he has a positive experience.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. I mean, in all seriousness, Zach, let's get real here, because I mean, I know, believe me, traumas and the memories that are tied to them are real, and I don't want to downplay any of that. I mean, as a human being, as a podcaster, as just just a person who has empathy towards pretty much any other human being on the planet.
Yeah, but this is Zach we're talking about.
Fuck, way to ruin a moment, Shaz.
Sorry.
Jesus
Trying to be all serious.
Carry on.
All right, take 2.
Yeah.
So no, fuck, he's totally derailed me.
I'm sorry.
I hope you're really good at editing, Zach.
No, there's no editing. He doesn't edit anything.
Have you seen the movie? Have you seen Alice in Wonderland, the Disney Alice in Wonderland movie? Have you ever
Unfortunately,
seen it?
Yeah.
Recently, you haven't, have you?
No, but it scares the crap out of me. No,
so even the Disney one scares the crowd.
Yeah, the Cheshire Cat just terrifies me. Like the Cheshire Cat.
I was gonna try to get to the core of what
Caterpillar's just a giant weed head. He does me head in as well. I don't like
they're
him.
both in the ride. The Cheshire Cat appears I think, at least
the
2
Mad
or 3
Hat,
times.
The Mad Hatter can go and suck a cock. Like, I don't like him either. He does me head in.
How dare you, sir?
Exactly.
How dare you? Have a cup of tea.
Also, Alice puts random things in her mouth. Like, she shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? Don't put random things in your mouth. You don't know what's going to happen. They're drugged, clearly. She grows big, grows smaller. Like, you know what? It's just a giant drug trip the whole way through. Like,
mushroom! You're talking about mushrooms, okay? And drinks, random things in your mouth. I get it now.
Yeah, just everything.
Actually, no, don't answer. Yeah, go on, carry on.
Well, you know what? We were kind of on a weird topic earlier, so my mind was kind of already in 5th gear.
Yeah, that parody's pretty good. Yeah.
Wow.
I used my right hand for that one.
Yeah. And don't forget, one side makes you bigger. The other side makes you small. That's what Jefferson Starship told us back.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Seriously though, it is an amazing ride. In all seriousness, it is a really. I know that everybody that went on it when you guys were there, you guys loved it, and I think you even did a ride through already, didn't you?
Yeah, we did a ride through. I just put up my video with you in there waving, you and your princess wave.
Yeah. It's so funny because when we were waiting when we got off, him and Jason had come in and they were like in really in-depth conversation and neither of them saw us, and Steve's like sticking the camera in their faces and Jason's like seeing going, he was like, oh.
Yeah.
There's just so much to see, though. I mean, and ever since they added the projections in there,
that made it
so much more immersive.
We did a ride through of it, and it looked. To be fair, it looks pretty good. It looks all right, but I think because I'm just not it's one of those movies that I just don't like and can't see myself liking.
I think it will be a one and done for you, Zach.
It will be a one and done for me, 100%.
But what's really cool, it will help with the trauma.
Yeah.
But what's really cool about that ride is when you're on it, and you'll notice you're going up the hill. You're going upwards. That you're on top above Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yeah, which is because it gets really warm because it's above the scene of hell in the hell.
No, not that part.
No, it really doesn't. No,
that part's all the way on the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The hell scene is actually it's near the front of the ride as you exit the
last. You come off.
Oh, got you. Okay, cool. Okay.
But
someone hasn't watched my Where Are We? So.
But that's another trippy ride.
Yeah. See, I'm looking forward to Mr. Toad's. Yeah.
He's so cool.
And damn, if they didn't crank up the heat while we were there too.
Oh my gosh, it was hot.
That room was hot. Literally was hot as hell.
Yeah.
Now I think in the ride they, or in the movie or whatever you want to call it, they call it heck. But at certain points of the year, I feel like they change the temperature. Like if it's cooler outside, they make it warmer inside. But they had it cranked up to probably like 85, 80 degrees in there.
Something. It was hot in there when we went through it.
Yeah.
But it's still such a great ride. I wouldn't change anything on that
I think we rode it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Really good. Don't try and drive the car.
I had my zoom in, so it was bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's Zach, cool. If you do feel brave enough to go on Alice, you can ride it with us for sure. And get out of my head. I was just going to say that.
If you come with me and
ruin
do it
my
with
joke. Well, that's the thing, though. Lisa and I will probably be sitting behind you, and you'll be in the front row to face your fears head on.
Yeah, and then you're going to hear this.
If you're lucky.
And then Zach, what's that noise? I don't hear that, only with my right hand.
And we'll give everybody else something new to be traumatized about.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man.
Okay.
Right,
off to your other questions.
Yeah.
What's your other question?
Yeah.
Now you broke
Oh,
and you made everyone
Let's see if we
cry.
can keep the rest of the episode at least R-rated.
Not likely.
I think the next question we need to go ahead with, it kind of flows with what we're talking about somehow, is recommended places of interest. So, what do you guys recommend for like a nice, I'm not even going to say, but it's in my mind, nice quiet area to kind of like people watch, kind of take in the scenery and that kind of stuff.
There's a few good places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Downtown Disney, definitely.
Yeah.
Because it's midway between the Disney Village in Paris and Disney Springs, whereas Disney Springs is very, very bustly, very lots of different like live music because it's so much bigger.
So bigger.
Yeah.
It's proper English, that is.
Proper English, like
we miss half a sentence out, yeah.
Talk like what I does. And
she's lost her train of thought now.
But yeah, downtown Disney, where it is that bit smaller.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of areas you can just stand and the Starbucks seating area was a great place to people watch because it was outside and but there are other places. The end up by the Disneyland Hotel. That's where they've got like a live music area there.
Yeah, that's all the new stuff. That they
that's really nice.
Yeah, nice.
For another quiet the San Francisco Tokyo place.
Tokyo,
yeah. The food area there. It's all under shade.
Oh, nice,
there's
nice.
There's lots of umbrellas, lots of tables.
Okay, cool.
And yes, that's a nice area in DCA to go.
Nice.
What was the that creek trail that we walked around with the waterfalls?
That's a great.
Yes, the wilderness.
Grizzly Gulch.
Yeah.
Grizzly Peak area.
It's the
yeah.
wilderness adventure area, like from Up. They named it after the wilderness.
Oh, is it?
Cool.
Or something like that.
Yeah,
there's like a little. Like a little trail you can walk around, and it's
is that where they do the Halloween stuff? Like the
that's on the other side.
A lot of the,
that's
the other side. Oh, okay.
So when you walk down the pathway from Paradise or Pixar Pier, and then you'll hit the big wheel from Grizzly. If you go to the left, you'll go into the Redwood area, and that's where they have a bunch of stuff from Oogie Boogie.
Oh, cool.
That. So that's on the left-hand side.
Oh,
if you go to the right, exactly.
Yeah, because that's something I want to look at because I've been interested to see that in like my own eyes. So
so when you go, it'll be just the Redwoods area. So it's like a obstacle course type of a thing. It's really cool.
Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah. I'm down for that.
But that walkway that takes you like behind
on the right hand side.
Rapids.
Beyond the rapids. You can see the waterfalls and stuff. It's really pretty.
And it's quiet.
That used to be the smoking area.
Yes, you're right. Yeah. Which is also the same area where you can gain access into the park from there. There's another park entrance from there that comes from the Grand Californian Hotel.
Yeah.
One of their
cool.
Their premier resort that they have.
That was closed when we were there. Yeah,
it's been reopened since, but but it was
because that's like part of the loop. So when you go back into the back, and then when you come to the front, then that's the end there. You'll see the entrance for the Grand Californian.
But the thing is that the only ride back in that area is the Grizzly River Run. And it's such a long walk to get there from either side, so there's not a lot of foot traffic. That's where I think that's the reason why it's so quiet. And I wanted to give you a couple more spots at Disneyland actually that are actually really good places to sit and chill if you just want kind of a quiet area. The first one is what I think what most people call the secret path. It's an area that's directly opposite of the Haunted Mansion on your way over to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, the formerly Splash Mountain.
Timu Splash Mountain at Steve's house.
Timu Splash Mountain.
If across from there, you're going to see a little I'm going to call it a restaurant, but it's literally like a 2-window place where you can order some really good food.
Harbor Galley.
Right. There's lots of places to sit out front, but what most people don't realize is if you go past that and take a left, kind of where the sailing ship Columbia is usually moored, there is a secret path back there that actually has extra tables that not a lot of people are aware of.
Right.
It's shaded and it's quiet, and you can overlook the rivers of America, and that path actually empties back out into bayou country. So it does kind of have a complete circle, but most people don't realize it's back there because there's not many signs that point to it or anything like that.
No,
and there's a seating area to eat. So
nice.
What's also really good about that spot is that's the return from Splash or Tiana's. So when you're standing on that bridge looking down, you'll see the turnaround for Tiana's. So you hear all the everybody screaming and yelling and I'm so soaking wet and all that.
There's actually a spot on that path where you can look over the edge and see them kind of making the U-turn back to the station. And people are just still screaming, and they're like doing this with their clothes.
It's the funniest thing.
Soaked. It's a great way to kill some time and just watch people in like pure soaked misery. But still having a great time, you know.
Nice.
So
I rode it and didn't get wet.
Were you back seat?
Yeah.
That's why.
I know.
That's great though. And then there's one other area that we like to go every once in a while, just because we know it's not usually as crowded, although I think more people are using it nowadays. It is one of the older smoking areas as well. It's in, I think it's Fantasyland on the other side of the Matterhorn, on the very back side of it.
Oh, right,
so
right,
where
right.
the boat ride used to be,
boat.
there's like a little water area where the ducks hang out and they just waddle around on the water and stuff like that. Sometimes they come up onto the concrete, but there's a covered area that I think used to be like the boarding area for the boats themselves.
Exactly. Yeah.
And now they've turned it into just sort of like a seating area that most people just kind of just sit and chill. And it is kind of away from the main path, so it's not very crowded and not very noisy. So it's another great place to sit around.
That's awesome.
Great, because that monorail goes right above you.
Right above
Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. No, that's awesome. I like that.
The other cool little place is kind of a nook. It's in a nook. It used to be a through path until they closed People Mover.
Yeah.
And that is, how do I explain it? So when you're walking from, let's say, Star Tours, and you come around where the People Mover loading area is, and you come around, there's a little shop there. If you keep walking around there, there's like a little cove with all these tables and chairs in the back for the Tomorrowland Terrace food.
Nice.
So that little nook, there's like a lot of people miss that because they're all out in the front wanting by the stage and everything. So that little nook area is also really, it gets a little noisy sometimes, but it's nice just to get away from like the crowds. And stuff.
You're right. It is kind of tucked back in there, but not a lot of people notice it. But
you don't see it. You want to see a map? No, I'm just kidding. But Zach, the other place that I love to go just to relax and sit and people watch, I guess you don't really people watch. It's more like boat and canoe watch. Tom Sawyer's Island. There's a few spots there where there's nobody, and you just sit on a bench and you're looking towards the Mark Twain.
Nice.
You know, and it's just so nice there just to sit and hear it. That's the thing, is that to hear the ambiance of everything that's going on. It's just so cool.
Oh, that's nice. That sounds awesome. Because I like to just take a little break, like when I'm eating, when I'm having a drink, eating or whatever, just to collect and just take it all in.
At Tom Sawyer's Island, don't go to the caves and stuff because that's where all the kids are. Go to the other side where it's like the Fantasmic staging area is.
Staging. Yeah. I don't think I can fit through those caves. I think I'll be all right.
You could fit.
I would.
Oh, too tall.
I actually ran into a wall and cut my hand open.
Yeah.
Why does that not surprise me?
Well, it was dark.
Are you not a millionaire by now? Suing Disney. Cut my hand on your stupid island.
Yeah, and I was like literally dripping blood everywhere. I had to go.
It's authentic.
Yeah.
Well,
you go in. You're going in from the light, and then you go into the cave, and it was dark, and my eyes didn't adjust right, and I ran right into the wall that was right there. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, it sounds painful. Ouch. Yeah. Oh,
that's why they
cool.
say walk, don't run to your next attraction.
Exactly. I couldn't wait to get to the other side.
I was excited like a little boy.
Yeah. So, keeping on kind of some sort of topic, we're underrated gems of the parks. Like, what are some things that go under the radar of like attractions or food items or anything like that?
Cheesy garlic pretzel bread.
Yes. That number
that
one.
was the first thing that popped into my head.
Sorry,
garlic pretzel bread.
This snack ever invented.
I was going to say this has to be the first thing. This overrules a Mickey pretzel for the first thing.
I want to eat a Mickey pretzel again, Zach. Once you've had this,
no, I need to have a Mickey pretzel. But like the
we
cheesy
had at
garlic
least
bread is like
we had
at least 5 of them.
Yeah,
5 cheesy garlic breads.
Wow. Yeah.
And the breakfast one was really good as well.
Yeah.
I need to try that. I think you guys told me about that.
Try it with. I need to have it without the eggs though. That's the only.
Well, it's eggs, cheese, and sausage. And on that pretzel bread.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can get it without. If you want a really good breakfast sandwich, I think it's optional is egg, and that's over at Ronto Roasters.
Oh yeah. Ronto Roasters is good. Yeah,
A roaster wrap, the breakfast wrap.
Or alternatively, you could do what everybody. Like I think I told you guys this too. Is that people have been doing like this hack for a while, where you take one of the garlic cheesy pretzel bun things, and you go over to the Bengal barbecue, or vice versa.
Oh, that's right.
You get a skewer of your favorite meat of choice.
Yeah.
You just put it in there, and then take
that
the meat
chicken,
out, and you eat it
chicken
like a
skewer we had is going in that cheesy.
I'm gonna do that. That's this is like the trend, isn't it? This is what we need to do.
There's just so much flavor in everything.
And I think Zach will have no problems finding a seat by himself over at the Bengal barbecue, as we did with our table of 9 or whatever.
Our table of 9 that was sitting around a table meant for 3 people.
Yeah, but even then,
JB's face
over 2 tables.
I know, it's very cozy.
JB's face when he came to our table. I'm supposed to sit here?
Yeah. I mean, this table was probably like 2 feet in diameter, and we had like 8 people in our group.
Yeah.
I'm like, how in the hell am I? I'm 6'2", and I'm like 275. There's no way I'm fitting like, nope, but we fit. We fit.
We made it work.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, that's some Disney magic right there.
Yeah, it is. It is actually. Or Harry Potter magic, it's bigger on the inside.
Yeah.
Let's not go there again.
The funny thing is, it's weird when you say any hidden gems. All I'm thinking about is food, because because the next thing that came to mind is Tropical Hideaway, another one that's in Adventureland. Another great place to sit and chill.
And
they've got
I go to.
Your bathrooms,
Yeah.
your bathrooms.
Same bathroom every time.
No, fair.
And it's right.
Is this
next
one
to
with the hot water?
Yes, it is. Yes. That's the one.
And it's right next to the Enchanted Tiki Room. Another great place to sit and chill.
Yeah, nice.
Get
it's
a Dole
great
Whip.
And
then afterwards you can go right around the corner to the Tropical Hideaway, get some sweet pork bao or some lumpia or one of their other, because all they have is like appetizer type foods, but they're all delicious.
They're very good. And what's nice, you could sit and watch the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah,
you can watch the Jungle Cruise, and there's an animatronic bird that kind of
you can kill that bird.
The Barker bird. Yeah,
what you got against birds?
It's that corny joke bird. She is horrible. I made an actual Photoshop the picture of Walt knocking the head off that bird.
Oh, you did not.
He did. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll have to show it to you.
Don't slouch on seasonal offerings.
Yes,
because their seasonal food and drinks are brilliant.
Yeah. Good to know.
Especially if there's like any food festivals or anything going on.
Yeah.
Is that what you're speaking of?
the Jolly Holiday Bakery.
Oh my God! Zach.
Yeah,
yeah. Something in there that was good.
Was amazing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You can't go to Disneyland without going to the Plaza Inn and having the chicken. You have to have the fried chicken there.
Yeah. See, there's a few kind of places I want to hit of like restaurants wise. Plaza Inn's one of them. Rancho del Zocalo.
Yes.
Tiana's Palace is another one that I want to hit.
Yep.
Yes.
Bengal barbecue.
Bengal barbecue. I need to test my skewers against Disney's.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, for sure. For real.
Yeah, because I made them a while ago. It was like one of the first cooking videos I did.
You did.
Yeah. So I need to.
The other place you got to go, Hungry Bear.
Yes, Hungry Bear. Yes,
we need to do that when we go back because we didn't do it this time.
We didn't.
I haven't been there since they reopened it to the barbecue place.
Right. I haven't either.
Well, it's really good every time we walk past it.
And you know how I feel about barbecue food.
You love a bit of barbecue.
I love barbecue food.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner one day.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
It's too bad Big Thunder Ranch isn't open still. They had the most amazing barbecue there. Oh my God!
And I think that's what inspired this, is to bring kind of a little bit of that back to the area. So
okay, so if we're talking about food and we're going barbecue, Smoke Jumpers Grill at California Adventure.
In California Adventure.
Oh, nice.
Amazing barbecue there, and it's one of the first restaurants you actually hit as you go in through the park and just turn right heading towards Soarin'. So
nice.
Really nice.
So cool, JB, do they still have the Build-A-Burger over there, or
I'm not sure. I haven't eaten at Smoke Jumpers in a while. I don't, and if they do, I've never done a Build-A-Burger before, but I mean, it sounds like something they probably would keep.
It was cool because you would get a burger and you go to this like salad bar type thing, and you could put whatever you want on the burger.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Kind of like Subway or whatever.
We have to do that at Disney World at Cosmic Rays, and we used to have it at Pecco's Bills. They used to have like the fixings bar for the tacos.
Oh yeah.
But since COVID, they went and they haven't come back.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing at the accent. Sorry. Pecco's Bills.
Really? Wow.
He always laughs at Sam's accent.
Yeah, he always laughs at the accent. I'm used to it.
Why?
I like it.
Tacos?
Yeah, tacos.
Yeah, I figured that's where your brain was going.
Bill. But I like the accent. It's neat.
You can slap him.
I hear it all that.
For those who are listening and actually care about the events that are happening while he's going to be at Disneyland, I don't think there's any specific special seasonal events, but they are obviously celebrating the 70th year of Disneyland Resort. So that's the only thing that's going to be actually happening during our visit there. And then the next seasonal event coming, of course, in the middle of August. They usually start Halloween stuff by then.
Yeah.
And they do the
which is where Sam and Shaz are going to be, and Steve. They're going to be at Oogie Boogie Bash.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And I forgot to mention one other place to relax, Zach, is the train station at Main Street.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Except when the characters come and hang out around there, then it gets
I know. Yeah.
Nighttime, Zach.
Nighttime. It was just
lots
so
of
neat.
benches.
The teeny tiny castle in the background.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's now hidden by the trees.
At a certain angle, you can't actually see the castle because there's a tree in the way.
Yeah. We do have a small castle, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it's small, but it's perfectly formed, so that's fine.
Exactly.
Right, and it's not the size that matters; it's how it's used.
Oh, apparently so. Yeah.
There we go.
Only a plan would say
that. Got on your list, Zach?
I've got one more question, and that is, what are the best characters to me? Are like
all of them.
All of them, because I know at Disneyland they roam around still, so you can just bump into anyone. Yeah.
The villains were amazing. We met.
Oh yeah,
the villains are always fun. I love the villains.
Cruella de Vil.
Yeah.
Honestly, from Snow White is the best.
Yeah, two of my best interactions at the Halloween party last year was Cruella, because she was on like the big pedestal backstage before you went into the party, and the Evil Queen was in like a trick-or-treat trail. She was absolutely fantastic as well. Like two of the best interactions. Yeah.
Yes.
Cruella was stood just inside the gates as you went in.
Oh wow, nice.
That's where she's always at in Main Street. Yeah.
And the Evil Queen, I just grabbed her as she walked past, basically.
Nice, I remember that. It was so
you videoed it, didn't you?
Yeah, I recorded it.
Yeah, it's on video.
Even Heyman put it up on his.
Yeah.
And even though I have not seen him in quite a while, if you get a chance to see the Mad Hatter come out, he's a lot of fun. And even
Zach won't
even
want to
Peter
see the
Pan.
Mad Hatter.
Peter Pan is pretty cool too.
Yeah, I've seen some videos of Peter Pan. There was one that was circulating a while ago with Peter Pan and Hook, which was quite fun. They were like chasing each other around, trying to catch each other. That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
But even those that did have queues weren't long. I mean, we met producer Mickey.
Oh, cool! Yeah,
DCA. Yeah, that's it.
DCA. The genie.
And I can't nice!
Really? I've got a photo of it.
Nice.
Wow. You got lucky.
Oswald.
Oh, see, Oswald's definitely one I want to watch. Yeah.
And Oswald was literally as you were coming back out of DCA.
Yeah.
He was randomly on the side just before the turnstiles.
Oh,
and people were just walking past him.
Wow.
The thing with DCA, there's an actual like imaginary wall. You see it in the street.
Yeah, Provost had a video of this, didn't he?
Yeah, you can't go past. So that's the 19 whatever Oswald was made.
Yeah, pre
Mickey. Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. So Oswald can't go past this imaginary wall. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's like a year thing. So the entrance from DCA to this line in the street is supposed to be 19 whatever Oswald was created. So he stays there, and then once you pass that and go under the bridge, the monorail bridge, and you're in Buena Vista, that area is where Mickey is, and that's 1926 or whatever it is.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a really interesting thing.
And that's why Oswald has his own little gas station and stuff over there on the when you walk in, it's on the left hand side.
Yeah, it's Oswald's building there.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's not forget, of course, if you're hanging out in New Orleans Square long enough, you might get a chance to interact with Jack Sparrow
and Red.
Cool.
And Red.
Nice.
They're both great characters.
Oh, Red as well. Yeah.
But I have to give Jack Sparrow props because I swear the only 2 interactions I've ever had with him before, he has approached me.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know he was there until he came up to me, like I'm on my phone, and he's like, "What is that device you have in your hand?" Or something like that. Or is this a treasure map? Something crazy like that, because he is so interactive and so in character. You really have to look hard to be like, is this really him? I mean, like I feel like
there's 2 guys
really
that look
have great actors.
They do, because there's like 2 guys that actually look a lot like Johnny Depp.
For real.
Oh my God! Don't let Sam loose on them.
Well, when we were there, he was upstairs at Pirates.
Yeah, he was up on the balcony. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I love that.
I miss going up there.
I get special treatment from the Jack Sparrows. So I'm like...
She's got a tattoo.
Okay. Hang on. Had to run in with the East India. Oh, never mind. I was going to do my line. Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
And mine is I don't have a Jack Sparrow. I've got a Mickey Mouse with like a heart-shaped Mickey Mouse with ears on the top of the heart.
I've got many.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to show them.
Lisa and I got them together. It was like a Valentine's Day special at a local place.
Oh, neat.
Lots. They are. They're adult stickers, aren't they, Tatty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Life is hard.
I got one right here, but it's a scar from a bike when I was a little kid. So.
Not quite the same unless you fell into a puddle of ink at the same time.
He's got a new one from where he threw himself on the floor at the Star Wars party.
still there on my
wow,
elbow.
right on.
That was
Still there.
hilarious.
Disney battle scars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
Still
went
there.
to Disney and look what I came back with.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, Zach, don't miss the castle walkthrough either.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes, that's
yeah,
right. That
yeah.
is a hidden gem.
Yeah.
That's
Perfect
very,
hidden gem.
very hidden gem.
That's
when he
so story
put
of
them in
Sleeping
there.
Beauty stuff, isn't it? All
Yeah.
that kind of area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very different to the one in Paris. Very
I
different.
actually preferred it to the one in Paris.
Oh
Did
my
you?
god.
Okay.
I
Well,
know.
we don't have a dragon though. We don't.
No,
have a
no, you
dragon
haven't got a
on
dragon.
them.
Our dragon under the
Yeah.
castle is awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
cool.
But your walkthrough is better.
Mm.
Yeah, it's got some really
Yeah.
good effects inside the little displays
does.
there. So yeah,
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's really amazing.
Awesome.
You were talking about hidden gems
Mhm.
and meaning also like rides or
Yeah.
attractions.
Mhm.
There's one that I think gets like pushed to the back where not too many people like to ride it or whatever, but it is Casey Jr. is one that
Yeah.
Got to go on the back.
yeah
Zach's
she doesn't like it because it's not like Casey. So your Disneyland Paris Casey Jr. is what ours it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But they didn't have enough time or something like that. I forgot what the actual reason was. Yeah.
Mm.
You want to get out and give it a push. It's like
but it's just a fun little ride.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh no.
3
But it's a
adults
long
cannot fit in a
track,
car
too.
either.
It is. It's very long.
Yeah, it kind of figure eights around the entire Storybook Land area. So
Yeah.
it's like a
Oh,
ride
wow.
on top of a ride. You can watch the people riding the boats down below.
Yeah.
while
So
you
that's
go in
another
the
one I
trees
really want to
above.
do. I feel like
Storybook
that's
ride's
another
so cute.
storybook ride. Yeah.
It's cool.
Ride is brilliant.
Yeah. The boat captains, if you want to call them captains or whatever, that actually give the tour while they're, we're going through all the different lands. And they're like, oh, and over here is where the wolf, and the 3 little pigs, and then over here is Aladdin, and they're not the best in the world. They're very like, it's like very tour guidey thing.
Yeah.
I don't really enjoy
in
that
Paris,
part of it.
we
but-
don't. Yeah, in Paris,
You have nobody.
we don't have tour guides because they have to
nobody?
do it in like 5 languages.
Oh, wow.
So we just
get
have
music.
like music as you go through each different land.
And see, that'd be fine. Or even if it was just an automated voice that did it. I mean, I know you said it has to be in multiple languages and everything, but I'd be fine if there was no people that were talking throughout the
Well,
whole
sometimes
thing.
it's hard to
enjoyable as it
understand
is.
them as well.
And that's the
It's so
thing.
quiet.
Because I was just about to say, when you're in that boat, the people that were in front of us, they put their bag down in the front.
Well,
the speaker is on the floor.
Yeah.
At the front of the boat. So they put their bag down and now it muffled the speaker.
Yeah. See, sometimes it's kind of like that with the Jungle Cruise as well. The Jungle, some of the skippers on the Jungle Cruise are so unpredictable.
The Jungle Cruise was so quiet.
Yeah.
It's,
remember who was it? Was it your video, Zach, or somebody's video where all of a sudden you hear someone, we can't hear you back here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's crazy because you either it's rare. You either have a really good skipper or you just have a really awful one, and it's just it's very few.
So for you
Roger
guys,
Rabbit's cartoon spin, Zach.
I was just about to say,
definitely one. I need to go see my girl Jessica. You know what I mean?
Well, she's all covered up now. Don't be.
I know.
She's got her
She is now
flasher mac on. It's
Detective
all right.
Jessica.
Yeah.
She's got her flasher mac on.
Because it was deemed inappropriate.
Yeah.
Right.
Because she's got big boobs and a nice dress.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know, right?
When does Monsters Inc. close? Will you catch that?
Yeah, I'll catch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Catch it. Closes October.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, you'll be able to write it again before it closes. That's good.
I think it's September or October.
I wanted to ask
so cool.
you guys, Shaz and Sam, if you were to recommend a ride for Zach to ride, which one would it be that you would want him to, because you've already experienced it and and both of you guys went to Orlando and Magic Kingdom and stuff. What ride would you recommend Zach for sure has to ride?
I couldn't pick just one.
No, there's loads.
There's loads. Radiator Springs Racers for sure.
Yeah, must.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It makes Test Track look the lamest of the lame.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Indiana Jones Adventures. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Indy's definitely one I need to ride. Absolutely.
And I've never heard Sam giggle so much. Especially when she was trying to film, she gave up.
Did you guys sit in the front of the Indy?
Yeah.
That's
Mr. Toad, just because it's Mr. Toad.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Roger Rabbit because it's
Roger Rabbit spin.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely, yeah.
What else is there that's special?
Yeah. Our Autopia. I love our Autopia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Autopia. Yeah. Oh,
that's
nice.
The best Utopia.
Don't try and
pass out from the fumes.
Try and.
I love the smell, though.
Yeah, I love the smell. I do
weird.
love the smell. I love the smell of Autopia too. Yeah.
The subs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you like the subs, I think.
Yeah.
The subs is cute.
Do you think you would like Maters?
We didn't get
brilliant.
Like Jamboree, yeah. I think I'd like that.
Yeah. So good.
Junkyard Jamboree is just a favorite of Lisa's and mine. But
you guys have to go together because I don't think
I
it's
was going to say you have to ride it with somebody else because when it whips you around, you get slammed into the person that you're riding with, and then you slam into the other person on the way back.
When we rode Alien Spinning Saucers, wasn't it?
I
love Alien Spinning Saucers. That's a lot of fun.
On my own, and I was sat there giggling away.
Does it still have the song sung by Larry the Cable Guy? Does it still have that song?
Oh,
good. I love that
Larry
song.
the Cable Guy, or obviously does the voice.
He is
of Mater.
Yeah.
There is, I think, about a half a dozen different songs that are in cycle, and also one other secret song that doesn't get played as often.
Ooh.
So if you're on it or you're near it and you walk by and you hear Mater going, something, 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 and something, something, and something, 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 something.
Yeah.
That's the secret song because he was literally in the recording booth, was doing the lines for the song he was supposed to sing, and he screwed up something and said that instead, and they kept it.
They kept it. Oh, that is
so
funny.
now it only plays like once every hour or something like that.
Oh,
and
cool.
Yeah.
So it's not very well,
That's
it's
a
not
great
played very
trivia
often.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's
cool.
one of my fun little fun facts about
Nice.
California
That's
Adventure
cool.
and Mater's Junkyard Jamboree.
Cool.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
And what was in its place? Was that where the garden was? Wasn't it? Back when it first opened.
Oh gosh, or was it what was there before it?
Yeah, or is that part of the parking lot?
I think that was I don't know. That was kind of like where, wasn't it where the big sundial thing, or not sundial, but it was like a sun sculpture or something was? Or was
that's over. That's at the end of Buena Vista Street. Where
I don't know, man. That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
it was like in the early 2000s, I think. Right? I don't know.
James is just
hell is happening here. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Now do paint the fence. Now do side to side.
I'd say ride all the OG rides.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was actually a quest from you guys, but you missed one.
Yeah.
We haven't done that one.
Well, the Fantasyland ones that you guys were trying to hit, every single Fantasyland, right?
Yeah.
Which we did when we were with JB. We hit Snow White, we hit Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Mr. Toad, Alice.
And it's too bad there's no After Dark events happening while you're there, because that is a perfect time to ride all of those.
Oh,
In
absolutely.
the scope of 30 minutes. You can hit everything in Fantasyland in 30 minutes during one of those After Dark events.
One of the after hours events I really want to do is the Disney Channel one, the Disney Channel night one.
Yeah.
Is that an official After Dark event, or is it more of like
I think
a fan
so,
thing?
yeah.
It's normally like one of the first ones they do of the year. It's like the Disney Channel one.
It'd just be cool to see like all the things I grew up with on the Disney Channel, and I think it'd be cool because I don't know.
He's a sad little monkey
because I did not grow up with Disney Channel. I grew up in the wonderful world of Disney.
That's
my generation.
That is young, and we are old.
Zach is the baby.
I'm the baby.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's
the only thing I watched on Disney Channel was Good Luck Charlie.
Yeah.
And that little chicken that comes walking by.
How did you get Hey on this show?
But yeah, it's like
I'm worried about that chicken eating the rock.
the rides that aren't in any of the park.
Yeah.
Is, you know,
Yeah.
like Radiator Springs Racers.
And Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Roger Rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely do the Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway just for the queue.
Oh,
yeah.
Ride.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
much.
Because the ride's the same as Florida.
Yeah, the ride's the same, but I want to see
the
that
queue is just amazeballs.
Yeah, I want to see
we
that.
took about 3 times longer to get through that queue than
we were letting people buy.
We were letting people just go by, just fine, just go.
But that one is all indoors. I don't know what's the one like in Florida. I haven't been on that one.
It's
awful. Nothing. Yeah, it's all
there is no
outside.
queue. You literally queue up, go in the Chinese theater, go around some switchbacks, and you're in the pre-show room. It's horrible.
Oh, is it where the Great Movie Ride used to be?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that explains it now. Okay.
There's a few posters as you go in the Chinese theater, but there's nothing. There's no props. There's no. It's just like.
That's the one park
very
that
drab.
I have not been to before. Is the studios?
Hollywood Studios.
That's
my favorite park.
It's my least favorite park. I don't know.
It's where Galaxy's Edge is, all the Star Wars stuff, the indie stunt shows.
Makes sense.
The Toy Story.
The indie stunt show is really good. I like that.
And I
like
get to ride Rock and Roller Coaster again before it closes.
Oh, I heard that's changing to the Muppets now.
Yeah, it's going to be Muppets Mayhem.
Yeah, it's going to be
my God,
Dr.
I would
Teeth.
love to do that.
Yeah,
Yes,
Dr. Teeth. Yeah.
I love the Muppets.
Yeah, I mean,
So do I.
I mean, the thing with the Aerosmith one, the queues were like 5-10 minutes, quite easily.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not busy.
The minute they change it to the Muppets, the queues are going to go mad for that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
It's going to be insane.
Absolutely.
Well, probably because the Muppets are younger than Aerosmith is.
Aerosmith are the same age as us. Aerosmith.
Yeah, I know.
70.
Poor Steven Tyler.
Aerosmith are well older than you. Steven Tyler.
Aerosmith, the band, formed in 1970, Zach.
Yeah. But
you're right. He
Steven
is
Tyler's like
that's for sure.
Pushing
like
80.
1 million years old.
Yeah. Pushing like 80.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot that is unique to that park.
Yeah.
Also the parks.
Yeah.
And I'd definitely say concentrate on that first.
Yeah, definitely want to concentrate on like the OG kind of like stuff and park exclusives and stuff. Yeah.
If you do rope drop, I would do Fantasyland rope drop.
Fantasyland rope drop. Okay.
You can get all of those rides done really quickly.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could. The first one you hit would be Peter Pan.
Yeah.
And you can jump over to Mr. Toad or Snow White or Pinocchio, and then you can hit what do you call it? Casey Jr.
Yeah.
You can do Dumbo if you want to do Dumbo, and then you can do Storybook Land, Small World.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to do that Small World.
And then
Small World
because you'll be at that side of the park, you can mosey on round to Toontown.
Round on Toontown, do Mickey's and
You notice I didn't say Alice.
Yeah, thank you.
No, because he's got to do Alice because JB and Lisa got to hold his hand so he doesn't cry on it.
Right.
Yeah.
He's going to sit in the middle.
On Pirates or on Haunted Mansion.
Oh no, absolutely not. Like I need to ride those original.
Because they're different.
Absolutely.
You have to ride those more than once. That's
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Pirates is definitely different.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
better.
It's
better than Florida.
Other than the only thing that would make it better if we had the drop like we did in Paris, because I like the drops we have in Paris because they're bigger drops.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Our Paris Pirates is cool.
It's funny. So JB, when I do a Where Are We? And Shaz helped me with this one. And we did the Where Are We of Disneyland Paris's Pirates. It's 3 stories tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 3 stories.
Wow. That was crazy.
When you come out of the Burning Village,
you got a big drop.
We do a big drop and we have a photo pass.
Yeah,
we have a photo there.
So
before you go through the treasure
at
first.
The beginning?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
You go past the restaurant and then you climb up.
So and then you go on the second level and then you go up to the 3rd level, and I believe that's the last level, and then you drop down.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard that none of ours compare to the Shanghai Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, they
one is
don't.
supposed to be
No.
the
Well, that's a
most
different ride
amazing-
system.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
completely
I
different.
know.
That is my dream to ride that
Yeah,
Pirates.
me too.
It's like, I just,
Me too. I've seen videos before, and I know that it doesn't do it justice. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
it looks
So
incredible.
like Chris, when I was asking Chris about that, you know, and the only thing he liked it, but he didn't like it because of the so many screens. And sometimes when you go in from one room to the other, you catch the screen on the old what they just went through, and then it switches back to what you're supposed to go see.
Yeah.
So you kind of get that with some of the screens, but most of the thing in there is really, really cool.
Yeah.
We did a ride through with that with Kenny.
I feel like the screens, speaking of screens on rides, but when I went to Epcot last time, I finally did the Ratatouille ride.
Oh yeah.
I had high hopes for that ride. It looked so cool, and I was in line, and the line was beautiful because you're on the rooftops of Paris, and then you finally get in the vehicle, and they're, of course, you know, all like the little mice and everything, the rats, right? And then I got on the ride, and the oversized props, you know, because you're supposed to be the size of Remy, was great. But when it got to the projection areas, it felt so fake to me. I didn't feel the magic in that ride as I have in other rides, like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That one, it's seamless, and I love it because they change one entire area from one look to another look, and they do it so seamlessly with those screens, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be the same as Remy's, but no, I didn't feel the same.
Nah. Yeah.
Is it in 3D in Epcot, or is it 2D?
I don't recall. Maybe it is 3D.
Because I know, because obviously Paris had it quite a few years before Epcot.
JB, that's why it didn't feel right. You weren't wearing your glasses. So the 3D glasses. Why is everything blurry?
I mean, Paris had it for quite a few years before it went to Epcot. So the actual ride is older than like Epcot.
The Epcot version.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
so
I think they have
it is in
improved
3D.
it. Yeah, it's in Paris. It's now in 2D. They've taken away the 3D element.
See, I wonder if that would have made it better.
To be honest, we don't notice the difference.
Yeah, we don't notice the difference.
We don't notice the difference between the 3D and the 2D.
Because
but we never ride it in Epcot. We never waste time riding it.
No, we don't, because we can ride it in Paris.
We've got it in Paris and we've ridden it a million times.
Yeah.
So why would we? Don't understand why people go so batshit mental about it. It's like, it's only Remy.
It's only Remy.
It's all about perspective, Shaz.
I know. So I think that ride system, where it was in Paris first, is about like
2014, I think.
Like 7 years older than Minnie and Mickey's Runaway.
Yeah.
So I think it's like that. Obviously, the improvements have happened. Between like Ratatouille and Minnie and Mickey's.
Yeah, because the one that's in Epcot is a direct. It's the same one as in Paris.
Yeah, so carbon copy.
They've not updated it at all.
No.
It's cute though.
Yeah, I mean, when it first opened in Paris, like it was the first one with the trackless system and the first one using the projection screens, and but it's like the difference between like Soarin' and Pandora.
No,
oh my God, yes.
You know, it's, in effect, it's the same system, but it's just
steroids.
You know,
Oh yeah. Although Pandora and Soarin' are the same kind of thing, they're so different.
So different, yeah.
So Zach, there's one thing that we definitely have to do while we're there, and it's going to be the newest attraction technically since I last visited.
Yeah.
It's the reopening of Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, but
with the Walt Disney animatronic.
Definitely, 17th of July. So
that is a big thing I want to do. That is on my bucket list. Yeah.
Now, I have kind of told myself that I'm going to hold back watching any videos because I spoil stuff all the time.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same.
Yeah, right. Because this one seems more special to me because it's Walt
it does.
himself,
absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
So. I that's definitely that's probably like one of the first things that I'm gonna have to hit while we're there.
Oh yeah, because I want to see Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln as well, just because it's such a pinnacle show for Disney history.
Yeah.
So
And that place to just sit and chill too.
Yeah,
Good,
that building and that building's got a lot of history in that building.
Yeah.
Being the very first building built, and that's the wood shop that actually built Disneyland. So
yeah. That's it.
I must. Did you see like the Disney 100 exhibition that was touring? There was one touring in America, one touring in the UK, well, in Europe, and it had the hologram of Walt.
Oh wow!
I know the one you're talking about, but I never saw it.
Yeah, well, we'd seen like videos of this hologram, and we're like, "That's really cool," but actually standing there with it there was a whole different level. It gave you goosebumps.
Thought Sam was going to blub, actually.
Yeah. I was very close to blubbing.
Wow.
Which is rare for me.
So she was speechless as well. Again, very rare.
Yeah. You can tell. So I think that again is something that's going to have a totally different feel in person.
That might be the
videos.
Third time in the history of the universe since I've known you that you'll be speechless as after seeing that animatronic. Because once was when we got sponsored for Feel the Force Day.
When we reached our target, yeah.
The second one was when we got off Guardians of the Galaxy and you had no words.
Yeah.
The first time we rode Cosmic Rewind, we got off and we both looked at each other and went, no words. And I think
I was blown away on that one too. Yeah,
when you see that
animatronic. When I was on the Cosmic Rewind, I knew what I was in for, and I don't have the stomach for that kind of stuff as much because I know there's parts of it that go backwards and then sideways, and I knew I was in for possibly a throw-up issue. Huh?
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, I didn't think that I would love it as much as I did, but when I got off of it, I was like,
I want to go again.
I felt like my hair was like, standing up like 10 feet tall, like I just got electrocuted or something. That's how excited and in shock I was, how wonderful it was made. And even just the queue as well, when they transport you or teleport you.
Yeah.
Similar to how Tron is.
Boom, yeah.
I love how they're doing that kind of interactive stuff with the queues nowadays. It makes it so much better.
Yeah. It's cool. Yeah, the technology's there to do that cool stuff nowadays. So
yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
But then I think that also makes you appreciate things like Roger Rabbit's spin. That's just so.
Yeah.
It's
zany.
Not basic's the wrong word, but there's no major technology needed in it. It's
charming.
It's just it's just a fun ride.
It's like the same for Mr. Toads. It's like been there since opening day. It's old. Yeah. It doesn't look old. It doesn't feel old.
No, it doesn't.
Well, and then with Roger Rabbit, so when that first opened, I went, and I hate the spinning stuff. I mean, I used to like it, and my friend just kept spinning the stupid thing, and I wanted to see things and stuff, and we were going so fast through the thing, and that I said, I'm not gonna ride this ever again. And then when Shazz and Sammy came and said, let's go ride it, I'm like, well, it spins too much, and then said, no, let's just go. It doesn't. So we went in there, and it was great. It was such a fun ride. And later I found out that they actually put a governor thing on that, so you can't spin it like it used to be because of what happened with that kid. So that kid fell out.
Trust me, Jason was trying his hardest to spin out.
Yeah, because you were with Jason and I was with Shazz.
Yeah. Jason was trying his hardest to spin that thing as well.
Oh man.
What else you got?
That's everything. So I think we can call it an episode. I've learned. Yeah, thanks. I've learned a lot. I know my plan of attack now, kind of. So
the first snack you need to eat is the cheesy garlic pretzel
bread. Take it over to Bengal barbecue and
get a skewer. That's your lunch day one.
That's my lunch day one.
Your very first thing. So let's say that your first day you rope drop, right? And do that.
Yeah.
Your second day of coming to park is when you first get there is ride a Main Street vehicle.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You have to ride a Main Street vehicle.
That was so good on that Thursday when we rode them up and down.
So that was a lot of fun. So with Shazz, we rode the horse drawn carriage going up.
Yeah.
For you, Zach, what I would do to ride up to the castle is ride in the omnibus first.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
So ride up on the omnibus, take the streetcar back, and then ride the fire truck back to
back up to the castle. Nice. Yeah. Okay.
And our fire truck driver was lovely.
Yes.
Oh,
He was great.
Yeah.
He's been there. What was it? 52 years. He's worked there.
Wow.
He's worked there for almost as long as we've all been alive, other than you, Zach, because you're young.
Yeah, he said he started working there when he was 17. So
wow, that's crazy.
Jeez,
that's awesome, crazy. But yeah, so I've got a lot to do in Disneyland, which I'm looking forward to. So it's going to be a lot of fun to get it going. But thank you for all the tips. Thank you for joining. It's been a lot of fun. Big thank you to Sam for coming on. Big thank you to JB for coming on. Do you want to share your channel about? Do you want to say a little bit something about your channel? So.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I have a show called Main Gate Magic, and we live stream every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific in the States here, and we talk about a lot of stuff Disney. It's definitely more family friendly than what we've been chatting about here. So if you're seeing me on this show, folks, and you're seeing me outside of my box, that's the reason why, because I have a little bit of a different persona. But we also do have special guests on occasionally as well, voice actors, artists, live action actors, producers, singers, directors, things like that that have just done tons of things for Disney. And everything under the Disney umbrella, like Star Wars, Pixar, Marvel, things like that. Mostly voice actors, but these guys are amazing, and they're so willing to come on and share their story, and it's part of the reason why I call it Main Gate Magic. I had to have the word magic in there, because we actually do try to bring that kind of magic back into the world. There's a lot of people that are Disney sucks, and why did you take this right away? And oh my God, I can't believe they made this change. Well, we obviously all have an opinion about that.
Yeah.
But my show is more to if you just want to be like positive and you're like, you know what, I love Disney for what it's worth, and I don't mind paying the few extra bucks to be that happy. That's the kind of stuff that we talk about, that, and then of course talking with the people that have actually made that magic happen. Even cast members. We've had cast members on a few times.
Yeah.
So check us out, Main Gate Magic. It's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. But right now we only stream on Facebook and YouTube. But this coming Tuesday's episode, we are streaming to Twitch for the very first time.
Oh, cool.
That's right.
Nice.
So if you are a Twitch user, if you are a Twitch user and you want to catch us on there, we'll be available as well. Just look up Main Gate Magic. We're the only one on there, and it's a big blue logo with what looks like the original Main Gate archway. You can still see it there. It's still pretty much the same shape, but. We're the only ones out there. There's only one Main Gate Magic. So check us out. Tuesdays live, 6 p.m. Yes. So.
I can vouch. They have a great show. So
for sure.
You have such a cool show. Yeah, it's so much fun to be a part of. I was so afraid with like chatting in the chat, and when I first was watching you and stuff, and then I told Jason about you guys, so Jason started watching, and then he went ahead and chatted, and I'm like, okay, if he chatted, I'm gonna go chat too. So
why were you afraid to chat? See, I have to know
this
kind
really
of stuff
shy.
I feel like
JB, you might not know this. Steve's shy.
Yeah.
No, I would not believe that. I know you said that to me before, but I just don't believe it. I really don't. I mean, you seem like such a social butterfly, really.
No, no.
I'm only partially joking.
I'm still the caterpillar, not the butterfly. So.
Yeah, no, but seriously, that's one of the reasons why I do it live and why I have the chats open in both Facebook, YouTube, and of course Twitch now. Is so that people can join and they can ask questions and they can engage in the trivia. Now, our trivia is not nearly as amazing as what you guys offer on. Oh my God! Jason's
Signs of Amusement.
Signs of Amusement. Thank you. Yes, that was pretty cool. When I joined you guys at California Adventure on our last Disneyland trip, that was so cool. I wish I could have more time to do it, but unfortunately, it falls during a time where Lisa and I are always doing stuff. So, but I mean, it kind of inspired me to do more trivia on my show, because I feel like people are more engaged when they're asked questions and they want
it's a lot of fun.
Like, more.
And I actually get to be involved in a trivia game because I can't do our trivia because Shaz and I make all the questions up.
Yeah, we make all
we
can't play.
So.
I find myself making most of the questions now, and I'm doing multiple choice now, which is what you guys do.
Yeah.
And I love coming up with just funny, stupid, wrong answers every once in a while. Like, I don't know if did you catch one of the last ones I had about, it was the one that you engaged on where I asked, well, actually, no. I think it was a question on Snow White because we had Katie Von Till, who is the current voice actor for Snow White in the animated stuff. But the question was about, how does the magic mirror describe Snow White's hair when she's talking to the evil queen? And I said, is it black as night, black as a raven, black as silk, or something like that? And then I said, or is it black as coffee? So I loved doing that kind of stuff and just coming up with some stupid random answer just to kind of make it, more funny. And
well, if you need questions,
we
have a
stack we got loads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've got to make some stuff up for next Tuesday's episode because we have Where in the Park coming to join us.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about park updates and things like that.
Oh, I think they're going to come on ours.
In a couple of
weeks. Did they finally get a hold of you?
Yeah.
I think
Jason finally worked something out?
Yeah, he spoke to Amanda, I think.
Yeah.
Good,
nice.
End of the month. I think it's end of the month.
That's great. So. Kevin and Amanda are kind of like the main ones that run the show, but Amanda's mother, Kim, every once in a while will come and visit as well, and she's also a part of their company as well.
Oh, okay.
They're all just super wonderful people.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
That's cool. Nice. So I'll leave the links down below in the description. You go and check them out. Be sure to go and subscribe to everyone's channel here: Middle Age Magic, Maingate Magic, Expedition Steve, and of course subscribe here as well. There's a big giveaway going over on Signs of Amusement. We're giving away Jason's Rocket Raccoon life
Jason
size.
does know about this, by the way. We're not just taking.
Jason knows
he doesn't know.
It's not this Jason. It's a different Jason. It's the other. I'm JB. I'm JB.
You're JB.
I'm affectionately known as JB now.
Yeah. So Jason over on the main man who runs Signs is giving away his Rocket Raccoon. Papa Bean.
Who's not here
probably
today?
rolling over
Who's
right
not
now
here? He's currently
going like, oh god.
Lounging at his brother's pool. That's what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
Barbecue, probably.
And barbecue, yeah.
Sounds like fun.
See, I didn't barbecue this time. There's a running joke with me because I couldn't make the podcast because I have a barbecue. So
yeah. But yeah, so I will put all the information down below to that as well. If you do want a chance of participating, you need to go and join, go and subscribe to Signs of Amusement. And you can subscribe to my channel, Middle Age Magic, Expedition Steve, and Kenny over at Alpha Traveler 1 as well to have extra entries on a chance to win for when we hit 1,000 subscribers over there as well. The main goal for this channel this year for subscribers is 500. So if you like what we do and you want to see more California vlogs coming very, very soon, like August time, be sure to subscribe, keep up to date with all of that, and so many more videos coming, all that kind of stuff. So for sure, check us out. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and we will see you all very soon.
Here he goes.
Peace.
Adios.
See you real soon.